And a good morning to you all. It is a Tuesday, and hopefully we're off to a nice start. Boy, the wind's really gusting out there for today, and as a warm front has moved on through, not so much on the inland side, but we got some good wind gusts that have really hit it was up to 40 miles an hour here. I've got to turn off my earpiece here. It's kind of hissing in my ear. There we go. So let's. Oh, here we go again. Come on, camera. Let's. Sometimes there. There we go. Yep. Easy. There. Okay. So I think I look better fuzzy. So we're looking at some great weather as we start out the day here. Check this out at the airport. A lot of that nice fire in the eastern sky here at the airport, and the light post here moving pretty good clip. We had gusts up to 40 earlier, as mentioned. High clouds streaming across the region. Nothing big time here when it comes to anything. It's just a warm front that's passing on through. And see if we can find that here on our satellite and radar composite here. And there we go. So we put this into motion here. And while the warm front only goes to Michigan on the map, you can see where the clouds extending into us. So we're part of the warm front, even though it's not drawn on the map. These maps are computer drawn, and I think the computers miss things from time to time. And you can see a lot of high clouds here, but they're thin, kind of like what we saw on the airport camera there, and not amounting to much for the day. So that's kind of what we're seeing. With that warm front going through, excuse me, we are getting some of those high clouds as well. Let's see, I have the wind gusts here. Let's see what the latest wind gusts are. Excuse me. Wind gusts have still hit the past hour up to 35, 36 miles an hour. So this warm front packing a punch. And it's not unusual to see the winds closer toward the lakeshore here having the biggest wind gusts overall. You can see wind gusts hard to hear. Meadville less than 10, Franklin less than 5. So this has been kind of a gusty one here in Erie. Hold on to your hats there. And with it, though, we have temperatures currently in the upper 40s in Erie. We were up to 52 about 2 hours ago. It's scaled back a little bit, but overall we're expecting some great weather. Normal low in Erie, 26. So, I mean, normal high is 42. So once again, we are way, way, way overachieving on high temperatures for the day. And we expect that trend to continue here over the next over the next several days, really. Let's go right to the 7 day and show you what we mean here. Now tomorrow, a little interesting. The winds during the afternoon are going to shift from southwest to west, and of course, it's coming anytime we have wind coming off the lake, particularly at this time of year, really plays havoc on those temperatures because the lake is still quite cold through March and April. And when we get those nice increase in temperatures in the 60s, then the wind comes off that now 40-degree lake water. It does play havoc on the temperatures. So going 57 in Erie, but if you live right along the lakeshore, you probably could easily drop into the 40s. We have kind of a similar situation for Thursday and Friday. Tom Atkins and I are going with the milder temps here. But we have a front that's going to be draped in the region, and that front, depending on its position, will pretty much determine how things go. So there's the front. Now it goes through technically during the late afternoon on Wednesday, but the wind's already shifting to the west even before it comes in. So that makes things a little tricky in the afternoon tomorrow. And then the front just kind of meanders there Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Doesn't quite pass through until later in the day on Thursday. So that really, again, if that front stays just to our south, we'll probably have a northeast flow for Thursday and potentially into Friday as well. And that, the temperatures will quickly change from the mid to upper 50s that we have, and we'll put it into the 40s. So inland, I think you're pretty good with these temperatures near 60 both days. But here along the lake shore, the wind coming off the lake can really play havoc. So not totally confident on those highs Thursday and Friday, but it does look good. We will cool down for the weekend. We have the St. Patrick's Day parade coming on Saturday. Now we're keeping it dry. That's good news. We've had snow on those parades. St. Patrick's Day itself is Sunday, looking a little damp, a little chilly. Again, nothing we haven't seen before. And then colder for Monday and Tuesday, and there could be some lake effect. Will it be the same as early a couple days ago? No, I don't think so. This doesn't look quite the snowmaker, but the threat of lake effect snow is certainly there. Now, I want to concentrate a bit on what, in my opinion, is probably still the standard for the greatest storm in history, the nor'easter. It was the superstorm of 1993. Started as a low pressure here in Texas, and I remember at 8 o'clock on March 12th, I had not even been here at WJET for 3 weeks. I started on February 23rd, 1993, and I was already headed. We were coming in with some of the worst weather that was anticipated. This was a well forecasted storm, and it built up speed and really kicked into gear once it got past Florida into what I would call the first of the modern day. We've always had nor'easters, but this one was the first nor'easter superstorm that just pounded areas. With today are still some record amounts of snowfall. So now we're used to nor'easters giving a lot of snow from Maine to West Virginia, and certainly into Pennsylvania. And you can see they had their share of 3 feet of snow. What is unusual is how far south the heavy snow went. We're looking at 2.5 feet as far south as the Asheville, North Carolina area, the hills of Tennessee. A foot of snow all the way down into central Alabama, unheard of, really. And the wind gusts were incredible. Even here in Erie, we had almost a foot of snow from this nor'easter. That's very unusual. Normally, nor'easters, typically worst case scenarios, 4 to 6 inches. Nor'easters are usually more central and eastern PA. To give us in Erie a foot of snow shows you just how powerful that storm was. And it wasn't just here in the United States. Cuba, when that went by, look at these damage. Wind gusts in northern Cuba approached 103 miles an hour. Okay, 103, a Cat 2 hurricane force winds here, and a lot of other wind gusts, 70 to 103 miles an hour in Cuba. So this was a big storm maker, and definitely an influence. What I consider, again, probably the godfather of nor'easters. We've had some good ones since, but I don't think any compared to that one from 31 years ago. We went on the air that day, a full 24 hours before it hit, which is a first, and we still haven't done it since, where we broke into programming with live updates on what that storm was going to do. That's how well forecasted it was, and that's the kind of impact that it had on us. Just a surreal event. Okay, everyone, I talked a lot here, so sorry. Hello to all of you. Thanks for joining me. It's already 7:15. I got to fly, but I had to talk about what I think was one of the biggest storms of all time as far as nor'easters go. Have yourselves a great day, everyone. We'll talk again tomorrow. Take care.